Today we are the honor to be interviewing a conductor, Jun Märkl, that's here for the first time in Cincinnati.
Yes, that's true.
And probably the first time interviewed by a Latina from the United States, probably. Yeah. Do you believe that you've been in a wonderful journey of learning?
Yes, especially for artists and music, it's a journey which will always continue. We always have to learn new music, new repertoire. We make, during travel, we make new experiences which we build in our music making, in our interpretation. So it's that's the great thing about music. You're never finished with your work and with your development.
Never stop learning. We were raised with a family that they were two different cultures. How was just being two different cultures, being raised like that?
Yes, I was. My background is, comes from two very different cultures, because my mother being Japanese and my father German, Bavarian. So this kind of very great difference in culture. But they have a couple of things also in common, like the discipline of works of Germans and Japanese. There's the care of the work, and having that music means so much. Also, both parents were professional musicians, and that's why they met. And so I got a lot of influence from both sides. I have both mentalities in me.
You can switch easily.
Yeah, not easily. Sometimes it's really also, it doesn't come together easily. Yeah, so sometimes they fight, these sides. But it was kind of, for me, of the starting point to think, what should I do in life? And what I want to do in life is to open and connect cultures, to connect people, and helping people to be open to others. So music making is just wonderful for this.
But you learned to play violin, you learned to play piano. You want to be a conductor. How you discovered that passion for conducting?
First, of course, as a child, I did what my parents did, learning violin, playing the piano. And then there was a point where it was saying, yes, it might be too easy. I have to think about other things, maybe not music. And then I went into medicine, and then I drove ambulance cars, worked in hospitals, and so see the other side of life, because music is always the positive, the good side. But then I found out it's very much for me to create positive values, also to give people something positive, something enjoyable for life, make life better. And then I always continued playing these instruments. But the thing with piano is you're very much by yourself. Mm-hmm. And it takes a long time until you can play for other people. And violin is a little bit different, because you play with others. But for me, the joy of my profession is working with others. And maybe that's why I have chosen being a conductor, because a conductor should not produce any sound. It's always the musicians. So only through that connection with the musicians, with that close relationship, if that really works, then something beautiful, music, can be created. So I'm a much more person who is responsible for the motivation, for creating the environment to make good music, to help musicians also, and that's the part which I enjoy most.
You conduct opera and symphonies. Which one is your favorite?
Actually, I grew up in opera for 20 years. I have worked in opera. I started as a pianist there for the ballet and for the chorus, and then for the singers. And then I made up my way up to the conductors and music director of opera, and then the symphony. But for me, opera and symphony, these are kind of both two sides of one coin. Mm-hmm. Yes, because from opera you gain very much emotion, and you have to feel a lot. You have to make the music really work. You think about music, the symphonic part, music is also important, but also the technical aspect, being precise, putting together the instruments blend, and so when you combine both, it's really wonderful, and that's something which I like very much about this orchestra here in Cincinnati, because they play opera, they play for the dance theater, and they play the symphonic repertoire. And with this experience, they play differently. Since Cincinnati has a lot of culture, but also a very strong German background, I was asked to come up with a German background repertoire for this concert. So we start out with Wagner, the Flying Dutchman, which is overture, which is full of energy, and you can feel the storm, and so it's really great music. And then this Liszt piano concerto, one of the most beautiful, played with one of the greatest artists today, with Lang Lang. So that's a very special highlight of this concert. And at the end, it's the last symphony of Johannes Brahms, also really pure, romantic, German, rich, joyful, intense music. And I think this will be a very wonderful program.
So you're happy to be in Cincinnati. We're very happy and honored to have you here for the first time. Any message that you want to share with the Hispanic Latino community?
For me, being here first time, it's a very special occasion. I have a real strong interest in this city, learning about the culture, and as I was saying, I'm trying to open up music and to connect to people, so I would be very happy if many Latinos would come and enjoy this music.
Well,
And so that's where I'm here, why I'm here, and I'm playing for you.
well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it that you gave me the opportunity. And
Thank
I
you,
hope
ma'am.